Hello, gentle souls. We are here for another anonymous personal reading. And if anyone's wondering why I post these, it's because it's similar to like a pick a card where multiple things, even though this is meant for one person, there might be something in here that's relevant for another person. This just jumped out while I was shuffling, and I wasn't even really ready to get started yet. I'm more just shuffling my deck to wake it up, but yeah, I guess it's already wide awake. This one today is gonna be interesting. I haven't used this deck in a while. This Oracle deck that I'm taking out of the box, but yeah, this is the one that Spirit wants me to use, which is exciting because, like I said, I haven't used it in a while, and it's really pretty. Let's put that up here for now. And this is just like a general, like what does Spirit want this person to know kind of thing. I don't think they were looking for anything in particular. We will see what Spirit has to say. And then also, if any of you watching are interested in having a personal anonymous reading done that you wouldn't mind being posted on the channel for other people to watch, to benefit from, my email is in the description box. I need to make a Google form to make it like easier, and then like I have a clear established waiting line, but we're working on it. We'll get there. If you usually watch my shorts, I haven't been posting in a while because I've just been busy. Because as much as I wish that this was like my sole responsibility, um, I, I'm an adult and I have to do adult things like go to a job. So, and if things get crazy over there, then everything else stops. Because if I don't go to my regular job, then I don't make money, and then I don't pay rent, and then I can't post videos. So, that being said, let's dive into this reading. Not venting, just explaining my absence. I know you guys all get it. At least I hope you do. Yeah, don't know why that was relevant, but maybe that's just like the energy that this person is in. Also, it's just like this frantic, like work is crazy, not being able to partake in like extracurricular activities or anything like that. Yeah. Okay. Let me get connected to Spirit, and we will begin. Spirit, what do you want this person to know? Okay, that was fast. Speak of the devil. In terms of jobs, we have House 10, which is career. House 4, that's family. So maybe issues in like a work-life balance. We also have trine, when the energy flows easily from one area to another. Let's these up here. So I love the little owl of wisdom. And maybe this is the owl's nest. Maybe it misses home because it's got to work long hours. But maybe it'll find the balance. Let's see what else the tarot has to say. Spirit, what do you want them to know? Oh, that was fast. Things are looking awesome. That's nice. I like it. If you are not already experiencing this, you will very soon. Yeah, I'm tempted to be like, Do I need to read any further? Because this is great, but we're gonna keep going. I'm I'm a little jealous. I'm like, this is awesome. The Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups. Yeah. If you are going through like a brief bump in the road, and there is craziness in your job, and it is and like if it's and it's like affecting your home life, like if that is you, very soon something is going to start, and this will be you. You'll be over the moon, happy, ecstatic. Let's see what else. What else do you want them to know, Spirit? Ah, here we are. We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Devil. Let me. Everything was so wonderful, and I'm like, there's something here, and there it is. At first, I thought maybe you'd be tempted by something with the Devil, especially with like the Page holding a single pentacle and the Ace of Pentacles having a single pentacle. I think perhaps, yeah, if you're not tempted by something, you are being restricted by self-limiting beliefs. And that's another thing that the Devil card represents. We do have Capricorn energy here, so Capricorn is associated with the Devil card, but also the 10th house is the natural home for Capricorn in an astrology chart. Um, Capricorns have a stereotype for being, like sticklers, like sticks in the mud and all that jazz. I think of Capricorns as like the accountants of the zodiac, because they just know how to like get things done and in order, to make things happen. Yeah, let's get some clarifiers for. See, I want to do clarifiers for both. Oh, something might be leveling up, or maybe you're getting married. I don't know what that looks like, but or maybe you want to get married, but maybe you're concerned that you're too busy for that at the moment. Yeah, maybe you're trying to figure out how to do both. And you don't know how it's gonna work. That's like a undercurrent thing. Yeah, I don't think that's not the main energy, but that was relevant. Going back to the Devil, let's get some clarifiers. Jeez, these cards are like hopping. Ooh, High Priestess and the Emperor. Okay, and also get clarifiers for. We have a little split. Clarifiers for the Ace of Pentacles, please. You have the Sun. A shining opportunity. So what's the connecting energy between these two cards? You have this like dichotomy there. Ace of Wands. There is some sort of like passion or like, yeah, so like the thing that I was saying earlier about maybe you don't have time for like extracurricular activities or hobbies, I guess is what it is when you're not in school. You I think there's an opportunity, and if it has not been presented to you, if you're not aware of it, it might be presented to you soon. a way to do a hobby, something that you really love, and I think make money from it. And you're going to be like excited over the moon. Yeah, I'm looking, my focus is going to the high priestess right now. And she, a lot of times it can be like mystery or secrets. In this sense, I'm I'm looking at the fruit on the tapestry behind her, and the tapestry is blocking the view, which is why a lot of the times, if I pull the high priestess, I feel as though there's like a secret thing that you're not meant to know, or that like I'm not allowed to tell you. And I think that there's some sort of hidden path to prosperity because I'm looking at all the fruit on the tapestry behind her. This is a this is an interesting energy. It's weird because like I'm kind of losing the path, like I'm losing track a little bit, like it's slipping away, and that doesn't typically happen. Um, yeah, that's weird. Moving forward, moving on. The bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups, so that's walking away from something that no longer brings you like emotional benefit. It's something that is no longer like benefiting you emotionally, that you will be walking away from, or that you've lost interest in. And that moving away energy is highlighted because there's a split here in the deck with the Six of Swords. So it's moving on to something better. The Four of Pentacles wants to make an appearance. You could be holding on to something and afraid to walk away from it, especially with the fact that the Four of Pentacles, he's holding on to the coins. That's Earth energy. He's stuck. He doesn't want to let go of the coins that he's been given, even though it's obvious that there are more coins out there. It's like you realize that you're not emotionally fulfilled. Ooh, is this like a 9 to 5 job, and you are not emotionally fulfilled with it, but you need the money, so you're holding on to it for dear life because you're afraid that you cannot pursue a passion of yours, or like, um, receive monetary compensation for something that you're passionate about. Yeah, that's what that's feeling like. Um, in which case, with the swords here, then that would be moving away from the negative thoughts that are blocking or restricting you from continuing on this path, from trying out something new. And that ties in with the devil energy here. I was confused as I wasn't sure if it was temptation, but I think it's both. You're tempted to try something new, but you are also holding yourself back because you're afraid that's not going to work out. But with the sun here, I'm seeing that you'll be successful. You also have the hermit trying to pop out. Gee, everything, the whole deck is just hot, hot and ready, like a Little Caesar's pizza. With the hermit here, there's like this inner knowing, this like trust in the universe kind of thing. It's funny because when I was taking a moment to sit with myself right before I started, I was, shuffling the deck, calling down the light from spirit, from the source, all that is, to mentally and spiritually prepare to do the reading. But I don't know if any of you know of the game Kingdom Hearts. I'm showing my age. But the thing that gets repeated in that game is, remember, you are the one who will open the door to the light. Usually I think they just say like you're the one who will open the door, but the full thing that they say once or twice is, remember, you're the one who will open the door to the light. So perhaps this, whatever this passion project is, you like it's your key to happiness, but I think also your joy will spark something in other people, and will help inspire them to find their joy as well. Contagious like happiness. There was a honk just now. I don't know if any of you heard that, if the mic picked it up, but I think that was a confirmation honk. Interesting. So now that we've got like a scenario with, circumstances, let's see if there's any advice. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put these back on the deck and then shuffle. See what the advice is. Yeah, let's see how we get here. All right. Spirit, what is your advice? How do we get to this Ten of Pentacles and Ten of Cups? This entire perfect happy ending here. Nice. Spirit. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Three of Wands, and we have the Two of Pentacles. Ooh, I just heard the truth is you need to choose one or the other. Ouch. um, and what's interesting is technically we have 1, 2, and 3. So there are steps, but you need to put them in order. They're all jumbled up right now, and you need to put everything in order. Ooh, this, like, energetically putting the cards in order, like, feels wrong, like it hurts. So maybe that's part of the issue. Is maybe you don't know where to start, maybe you don't know where to begin, but you can't continue to do both. It's like the steps, it's just putting them in order, getting your ducks in a row. Yeah, that's uncomfortable. I don't like that. Okay. I was getting a headache. Spirit was like, put them back. um yeah, that was a unique experience. um 7 of Wands. Yeah, it's like you're fighting something, and you might be fighting with yourself. Nobody wants to do that, but they say that sometimes you're your own worst enemy. Oh, there's the page of words again. See if there's any further advice. Ooh, and we have the 9 of Cups at the bottom. It's about being content with what you've done so far. Yeah, be happy with how far you've come and all the work that you have put in to get to this point. Yeah. That was a message for you from Spirit, obviously. Okay, let's see. Any other additional advice? And your cards are jumping. We have the Empress. She is abundant. She's got it all. She's got everything that she needs. I feel the need to point out that typically people infer that the Empress is pregnant. Um, that's not you, obviously, although it could be someone in your family. But I think it's the idea of something hidden growing that will soon be visible and obvious that it's growing before it really takes off. It's like, yeah, it's like when women are pregnant and you don't see the baby for a few months, even though you know it's there, but everyone else around you doesn't know it's there. So you could be working on something, like in secret or like in the background of your life, or it could be still in your subconscious, maybe. And you're still like kind of putting the building blocks together. You're gathering materials and resources. Um, they may be, tangible or intangible. It could be, money and getting your thoughts together, writing out a plan, or it could be actually like gathering resources and materials. But anyway, I digress. Um, Going back to the analogy, you go from not being able to see anything and just you and your partner knows to then you have the baby bump and then other people can see it. And even then, um, the bump is small, so people aren't quite sure. They don't know what to make of it. But then, then you have the really big pregnant belly, and everybody wants to touch it and, rub the tummy and all that kind of stuff. And everyone gets excited. You're excited. Everybody around you's excited. Everyone can see it, and people start treating you nicely because they know something really awesome is going to happen to you. And then the baby's there. So what a lot of couples do is they prepare because it's a big responsibility and it's something that's going to be infinite, like eternal. It's you're making another person, another soul, another being, and this is the time right now to prepare. It's like taking your prenatal vitamins. You gotta get ready because you want to make sure that you've got all your ducks in a row in order to. I just lost the word I was looking for. Mercury's still in retrograde. You want to make sure that you are supplying both yourself and like your the developing um, unborn child with enough nutrients to be um, a healthy adult that can function without any issues because of like a nutrient deficiency. There's a lot of prepping and planning that goes into it, but in the end you get this wonderful, awesome like bundle of joy thing. So I think part of this is like enjoy the process of prepping and preparing. Um, yeah, because I think yeah, and enjoy this time. That's what I'm getting. Interesting. And we have the Nine of Swords here at the bottom. You could be anxious. A lot of people do get anxious when they are, preparing to be parents, especially for like the first time around. They've never done anything like this before. But I think with the analogy coming together, you don't have anything to worry about. Like you'll be fine. You'll ace it with flying colors as long as you like prepare. But I think there's the point here is to put less stress on the preparation and more just enjoying the journey and just trusting that things will go according to plan as long as you eat, sleep, and go to your little breathing classes. um, Beth wants to make an appearance. There's a transformation happening, and the momentum is building, and it's inevitable. I always tend to think of inevitability when I see the death card. Um, it's like I keep wanting to pull tarot cards. Must be something else. What else, Spirit? Oh boy. Okay, I guess we'll take that one because it was sitting on my arm. We're not going to take these because that's just too many. We're not about that life. There's the Four of Wands again. So, leveling up, an accomplishment, a celebration, um, moving to the next stage in life. That is the other things that card can mean outside of marriage. So, with the analogy of pregnancy, I think that I'm not saying that you yourself will become pregnant, but maybe you are getting married. We have the Two of Wands. I have 2 and 2. Yeah, this is. I always think of this card as you have the whole world in your hands, but what are you going to do with it? And he's trying to figure that out. He's trying to maybe chart a course or think of what he's going to do next after this accomplishment. Or maybe he's been inspired and he's holding the globe and he's trying to figure out like what to do. Because yeah, we have a progression here of from 2 to 3. So at this point, it's like he's getting ready to embark on a journey from planning to being in the process of like about to start action. And then we have 4. It's all in order. Oh, and then there's 3 and 3. Maybe you're seeing a lot of angel numbers because we have 2 10s. We have, oh, and then technically if you count house 10, there's 3 10s. And then we have 2 2s. And we have 2 3s. Yeah, we've got 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, things are. You might be getting synchronicities, and these are synchronicities and angel numbers, and these are like gentle nudges from spirit that like you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna get there. Enjoy the journey. The journey is half the fun. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I think Spirit does want me to address this. The Five of Pentacles down here talks about lack, insecurity, but these people are clearly outside of a church. So perhaps they know that um, when they get to the door, they'll be able to get inside. I think there's like a threshold. Yeah, I wanted to say boundary, but I think this is more of like a threshold. You're about to cross that threshold from lack and insecurity into abundance because it's warm inside the church and there's food. I hope there is. We have the world here that talks about completing a cycle. You've done all that you needed to do where you're at now. You've mastered things. You're about to graduate on to the next thing. And even though the Fool isn't showing up, if you were to, if this were a cycle, you would go from the world to the Fool because you're beginning to embark on a new journey. That's why the Fool card can sometimes represent a hidden master because you don't know if this is his first ever journey right out the gate, like a weak ankled, like gazelle, or if this isn't his first rodeo and he's deciding to add to like all of the skills that he already has. And then to show more help and encouragement, we also have the Six of Pentacles there, wanting to peek out. Yeah, with the King of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, it's very much like there's movement, momentum, things building, about to grow and spark, and things like that, all that jazz. Let me... Yours was shorter than other people's, but that's okay. Things don't always have to be, 45 minutes to an hour. Let's get some final advice from Spirit with the Oracle cards. Close it out, Spirit. Woo! Flying like hotcakes. Ooh, we have Yang. Proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. Wasn't I just talking about, like, momentum and stuff? um, yeah. And we also have House 8, which the transformation bit here, I think, is the main highlight. So I think it's pretty obvious. It's telling you that the transformation is, like, in motion. You might not notice it or be completely aware, but even if you don't see it, just like going back to the analogy of someone who's pregnant, you can't see it, but a lot is happening. And soon it will become apparent and it will manifest in the 3D. Yeah. All right, gentle soul, that was your reading. It's awesome. I'm really excited for you. Um, yeah, don't forget to, like, comment or email me back and let me know if you liked it. I hope you do. Give it a thumbs up so that other people can find my channel and, watch your video and or email me to request their own free anonymous personal reading. All right, gentle souls. Yeah, love and light. Take care.